I I was holding off until the song was finished to hit go
Yeah,
live.
fine. No one's gonna be there, I'm sure. Yeah, fine. No one's gonna be
It was a great moment of the devil will have their heads, and then you started playing. Literally after the last word of the song, you're like, and go. I don't think either of us are going to see what I think is the best song in the game tonight. Maybe 4 nights from now. Because it's the second to last boss of the game.
One day we hope to see it. Oh, I should put my pick back in there. Hi, King in it.
Hello, King in it. So, would you like to explain why you have some kind of stringed instrument with you?
I've decided to learn guitar.
Is that going to go as well as me deciding to learn game
Hopefully
development?
Not. Hopefully better. Better? No, in reality, I need to try something new. And I'm always pretending like I know how to play guitar, so I figured it would just be a good idea to finally learn. I looked a kit up on Amazon. There's like a whole
Oh, I'm glad our motivation's
starter
the same.
guitar pack that you get for like $140. And I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. There's a lot of frustrating things going on right now. Let's get a guitar.
So, the difference between you and I, our motivation's the same. I like to think I can do this, let's actually learn it. You put money down, and that's a good motivator. I put no money down.
This is one of the first things I've really bought purely for myself in a long time. Especially something that I didn't run by anyone else. Like, Kat still doesn't know that I have.
So did Cass just walk home and you suddenly had a guitar?
She doesn't know that I have. She's in Sarasota.
Is she out of town?
For the Chalk Festival.
So what you're saying is, on Sunday, when she gets back from the Chalk Festival... Are you gonna play some chords as she walks through the door?
No, probably not.
Is she gonna look at you like you're some kind of an idiot?
She already does that. I am absolutely...
Are you adding fuel to the fire?
And I might have another car on Saturday. I'm trying to get rid of my Mustang. It has failed me for the last time. Fuel pump.
Oh, how'd it fail you this time?
The rear differential went out. And I can't remember if I mentioned this last Friday. Okay, well, the rear differential was grinding.
No, you did not.
So I'm like, okay, I gotta replace it. That was $800, $900. And, no, it was 800. And, so I do that. One day we're driving out to see Cass's dad at the hospital, and the car doesn't start after that. Fuel pump's just dead. Car will not start. So great, get it towed, have it repaired. I'm like, okay, if this is the last thing that can go wrong with it, let's do it. But even after thinking that, I'm like, you know what? No, this thing just keeps falling apart. Maybe it's time to sell it to somebody who has the time and money to invest in it. So I was like, okay, I'll just maybe sell it after this. But now it's starting. It's like it doesn't want to start anymore again. So it's like the fuel pump they put in was crap. So now just like I'm completely done. I'm just getting another car that's as cheap as I can possibly get. You know, as far as monthly payments, nothing crazy. I'm looking at a Honda Civic. So something cheap and reliable.
I remember the last time we talked about cars, you were looking at a Ford Fusion, which was way out of your range.
Aren't so much, but the issues with Fords right now is apparently they've just decided to constantly use the worst transmissions you could possibly find. I mean,
the Focus and the Fiesta models, yes. The Fusion is supposed to be a nicer car.
Transmissions are also dying left and right. and they just replaced them with the same crappy transmission. And the Mustang is on its third transmission right now. So it's just a pain in the butt. And I'm like, I've been looking at people, like, everyone recommends Honda. Like, anyone that sees Honda, like, in a mechanic shop or has, like, worked for them, they're like, oh yeah, I trust these cars. So, and they have the catalog to back them up. Like, I don't know. I'm going to try it out. I've already test driven a couple, and I liked the way they handled. I just want to have a more reliable car.
My father worked for Crown Honda for like 6 months. Now, that's not going to give away where I live because that's stupidly far away from where I live, so I'm fine dropping names of dealerships.
I could be better, Camino, but I'll live.
I am ready to start the Cuphead Race.
Pressing any button in 3, 2, 1, press. Oh, to the loading screen. Alright, what was I doing? I don't have enough coins to buy anything. The roller coaster.
So what boss was I on? Ah, yes, the roller coaster boss. I guess I'll go find him.
You liked it. Oh, I was doing this little thing to try and the run and gun funhouse frazzle.
Quiet. Don't give away the joke.
I already forgot how to play this game. Okay. Wait, no. What's left bump? Oh no! I'm just gonna kill myself right now. This is bad. Alright.
Eventually you'll figure out what's going on.
I forget what I'm doing on it, if I'm honest. Oh, are you...
You want to jump into the cards to flip your direction.
Oh no. What? Okay, I can shoot those. Oh, jeez, this is miserable. Oh, no.
You'll get the joke in a second.
Joke?
Yep. You can't look at stream right now. I am playing a completely different game.
Oh. How'd that happen?
I know I'm not going to win this race,
so
and I have some more tokens to get.
I'll live. No, that's fine.
I'll join you in a second.
Oh no.
So, chat, this is what I've been up to literally all day long. I'm going to do one round of this, and you can see the monotony that I've been working on. I'm going to enjoy like 60 seconds of this race. Okay. This hopefully will be patched sometime in the future. If not, when Season 2 of Faction Rally comes along sometime in December, feel free to do this. Because Faction Rally is such a disappointing thing at the moment, as I was complaining about on Twitter. I've completed it twice now, and I still only have one full set of gear. Which one of you is the king?
I'm starting to remember how to play this.
Oh, I've lost him. The multi-tool is in fact disgusting, Camino, you are correct. However, it's important to what I'm doing. I meant to load into my hunter, but I picked my warlock for some reason, so, feels bad, man. Where is... Where is that enemy?
Oh man, this
There he is, on the other side of the
this
explosive
flip
barrels.
mechanic is so broken. Unless it's because of my one.
It's a delay, if I remember correctly.
Well,
It's
there's,
some
like,
weird, wonky nonsense.
When I jump into it, right, it's like it gives me a bonus jump into the wrong direction. So instead of thinking I'll fall straight to the ground, I continue to bounce in the direction I'm trying to avoid.
That's annoying. Okay, boss is dead, so I can methodically kill everything in this cave. So basically, Faction Rally, and I haven't lost any time because he's not done that running gun yet. Faction Rally is working as intended. And if you do the Weep Lost Sector, not the Weeb, which is what I've been calling it because I've been straight up watching Naruto the entire time I've been running this. You open this chest right here, jump through these doors, jump on up through here, slide kick this light bulb, turn around, and you've completed the Lost Sector again. You can open the chest. Again. And then you do that forever until you have 600 tokens. I'm at 6. At a grand total of 1,806. And that's what I've been working on all day long. Okay, time to start playing catch up.
No. I'm gonna pee.
My controller's not working. What the heck's going on here? But the reason for doing that is because you can cap out on your rewards for Faction Rally and not get all the rewards. So I could spend... Yeah, we're still in the exact same levels we were last time. I could have spent all day completing one character, or I could have spent all day completing every character. Mida is a nice gun. It's split in practicality with a few other guns. Mida, Nameless Midnight. Those are the two big scout rifles that I know of at the moment.
Good day for us. Well done. Now go.
Basically any auto rifle with high caliber rounds. Oh, I remembered why I'm using the shotgun. Because it gets rid of those stupid ducks.
Uh-oh. Well, this was a wash.
A great slam and then you're up. Here's a real high-class bout.
God, why do I feel like Cuphead jumps further than he does?
Here's a real high-class bout. And begin.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to get used to this jumping.
What in the... this flip mechanic garbage,
Let
man.
the salt float through you. Okay, you wanna know what's double garbage? I got hit twice in the same, like, animation.
Good day for us. Well done.
Hey, can I crash the game by pausing the game as I die to a boss again? Let's go face a different boss. I need to remember how to play this game. I might go back and play a World 1 boss.
Oh, this is insane.
Okay. This boss has immediately hit me 3 times.
Good day for it. Well battled. Here goes.
No, I didn't want to hit
I thought I'd line that up. Nope.
Good day for it. Well battled. And begin.
Yeah, the boss here is random. Okay, that was rude. That was super rude. He just dropped right on top of me.
Oh, I'm so stupid.
Here's a real high
Oh no, no! I did so well in the beginning.
I did not do well at all.
I don't know how that didn't hurt me.
Okay, first phase down. Devil?
A brawl is surely
Okay, we will not have made any progress by the time you get back. Because we refuse to learn.
Why did I go? Okay. This is, oh no! That stupid thing. Why does it move me towards the danger whenever I hit that part in particular?
Because it's the danger zone.
Like, oh, you wanted to hit this so you could jump down? Well, if we also make you jump all the way to the side. Oh no! Thought I was in a safe area. No. Was he saying? Oh, are you kidding me?
Okay, I didn't think that'd hit me
You
at
know
all.
what? Yeah, I'm gonna change a couple things.
They're all easy bosses.
Oh, instead of the thing.
good day for it. Well battled.
Okay, I'd almost made it to the actual boss part of
I
this.
tried that earlier. Man, this
Cool.
game is just balls.
Okay.
Can I like equip things anywhere? Oh, I can. So this was useless.
Okay, first phase down, no damage taken. Second phase is waffle. Cool game.
What do check marks mean? Oh, check marks must mean bosses versus. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, running guns. Okay, so at what point do we give up and start playing the game on simple to actually make progress, much like we did for
Never. Never.
Battle Block Theater?
Did we do that for Battle Block?
We did. We played the game on insane mode and got halfway through and then said we're gonna play it on normal.
We'll see if we can beat like anything.
And begin.
in this one. So you've decided to do a different boss?
Yep. The sweet boss does not seem difficult at all. Aside from me being bad at video games.
Alright, I'm going in.
My current strategy is just to use Chaser and not have to worry about being good at video games.
Oh,
Because Chaser is quite literally auto-aim.
I wish
I'll
I
take that
knew
free
what's-
parry.
I
I didn't
wish I
do
knew what I
anything.
did for the parry button.
We have it set up so you just have to hit
You just
jump.
hit jump again in the air.
No, we have auto parry
Oh,
as
no, I
our
turned mine off.
mod. Oh, okay, well, then never mind.
A brawl is surely brewing.
I was almost onto the final phase of that boss, and then I forgot how to play video games. I abandoned my working strategy, and it immediately failed. It's the Dark Souls problem.
Good day for 12 hours.
This strategy works flawlessly. Let's not use it.
I was almost out of the second stage.
Okay, first phase is down in no time at all. Second phase is Dancing Cupcake, so we use auto aim. I got 2 of my 3 parries in. That's pretty good.
Well, look at my- I don't see
Yo, I'm on the final phase of this boss.
Parry's not listed. Probably jump. Yep.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a parry object. How close was I? I literally died at the final checkpoint. Like,
Brawl is surely brewing.
I had the boss beat, and then I decided I suck at video games.
This match will
Oh, are you kidding me?
now go.
This boss is fairly easy once you figure out how to play video games. It's a good warm-up boss, I'd say.
Oh,
Can I not jump high enough to dodge that?
how close was I? Not very far, apparently. That's it.
Yep, you
Yeah.
got to the final phase as well, I'm assuming.
Seemed like I did a bit of damage, but nothing really did any damage.
It's a shame I had the 2 easy phases for opening.
Okay, parry is good.
Oh, God. I dodged too close to the fortress, and there was a little guy there.
Hang on.
I'm gonna question that hit. I don't think that hit me.
Here's a real high-class bout. Here goes. Here's a real high-class bout.
Okay, let's just restart immediately.
You're up.
I do not like the little bullet dude. Candy corn. Candy corn.
The little what? Yeah, that's candy corn and... I mean, you have long shot on, which makes the cupcake fairly trivial, but auto aim on the candy corn is
I don't
nice.
even have like any of those weapons that you're. But I didn't
Yeah,
even
you-
see
you
anything
spent your
about
money
weapons,
ill.
Only the EX ones. There was like nothing that looked like it did anything to my default slot.
Well, it doesn't. It replaces it.
But I mean,
They're all replacement.
They were all saying EX. Doesn't that mean it's the special move?
No, you can't buy anything from the pig for your special. I have 1 health left and 2 phases to go.
No brainer for me. Alright, I'm at the final stage now.
I am on to the final stage with 1 health. Let's do this thing.
Oh, that thing came out of nowhere. Is there anything you can do to her floating head, do you know? I mean, it's like kind of.
Not to my knowledge. Oh, I jumped right into it.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now go.
She's a what? Dullahan? Do 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 do. Why did I dodge the wrong way? I dodged into an attack.
Timing. Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, the candy corn just cut me off. I'm out.
Okay, the actual version of Headless Horseman. Gotcha. You know, I probably should have known that. Of all people, I should have known that one.
I'm hit right off the bat.
I died to a shot I couldn't see.
Brawl is surely brewing. Here goes.
Also, rip me for deciding to waste my super shot on an enemy that didn't deserve it.
That's the best.
That was an enemy I've been killing on multiple occasions without taking any damage. I'm like, oh, let's use the super shot on it instead of saving it 20 seconds from now and using it on the final stage, which I've been having problems with. That was a homing shot. Really?
This match will get red hot.
I was not even close to the final stage. Okay, let's just stop being awful at the game.
A great slam and then some. You're up.
Okay, so the candy corn, if you get close to it, changes what elevation he's at. So it's almost as if it's trying to prevent you from jumping over him. He rises up or down. Okay. What's my next phase? It's the waffle, which is actually kind of problematic for me. Okay. Oh, cool. Hey, remember how I just said the gumball boss doesn't actually do damage to me?
Unbelievable.
You did
Get
it?
any coins? Damn it.
No. You don't actually get any points.
I mean, I didn't do a very good job.
Ah, I died. Apparently the super does like no damage to her, or I did it too soon because I hit her with the super and it was still at her flag for starting the encounter.
Hooray. See what this one has. Fun Fair Fever. Oh. That doesn't look good.
It's another run and gun. Okay.
Woo. Are you kidding me? This is insane.
You can get an achievement for, if you go back to where the balloons were, there's a spot where there's a pink balloon, and if you jump on it 5 times in a row, you get an achievement. I understand you are a massive achievement hunter.
You know me. Oh no. Oh,
Finally,
man.
beat it. 2 health.
These run guns are so hard. And there's no like simple mode for those.
What? I used 6 supers. Apparently, if you don't hit anything with the homing super, it doesn't count. Even though I used it as a shield.
These
Okay.
balloons. Oh, I think if you don't hit them.
Yeah, that balloon, if you jump on it 5 times, which you have to press A to do your double tap,
Oh, okay.
you have to do it 5 times without hitting the
I'm
ground.
gonna try it. Now that I realize those things don't hurt you. Unless you shoot them.
Yo, I
Got
love
3
the
in a row.
theming on this
Yeah.
boss.
I'm just going for the achievement now. Birdhouse.
I love the theming, it's so good. God, this is actually a bullet hell. What? What even? Oh, that was 2 themes down. I mean, 2 rounds down.
Got it. Achievement has been hunted.
Don't you feel better about yourself for having those fake internet points? Oh, good job, me. You dodged into the attack.
Now I just need to hate myself going through this thing. Ah. Oh, this is it. I'm already done. I'm gonna spend all my time on the running guns, and we're just gonna beat the actual bosses.
You say beat. I think that's an inappropriate use of that word. Okay, when he's in the feather flurry phase, I just need to start chucking the specials at him and not saving them for any reason at all.
That was stupid.
Okay, skip that phase, and now I'm in some creepy phase.
I parried, and it knocked me straight into the thing I was parrying.
Whoa, okay.
Really?
This match will
Yeah, I think we need a lot more than RNG, but I do appreciate it. I think we need a crumb of skill when it comes to video games. Though, that's just me being salty because Colin is absolutely in the lead. Can we go back to Impossible Creatures?
Sure we can one day.
Well, such a good game. I miss games that I can win at. So, what was this about Mario Kart that showed up on Twitter a while ago?
Was it something?
It was something between you and
He
Nick
was
about
joking
Mario Kart.
I was trying to say something about my ability to play Mario
Wow.
Kart, but I always said that I am like just undefeatable with Mario 64 block fort. Nope.
Did he prove you
And then
wrong?
He thought he'd be undefeated in Double Dash, and I proved him wrong. He was still better than me, but like he was 0 for 10 in Mario Kart 64, and I was at least above that. I think I was like, oh, that was stupid. I thought it was like 2.
So you won every time in 64, and he only won
Yeah,
like
he never
80% of the time in Double
64.
Dash.
Alright, beat the running gun. And I got all the coins.
Okay, so Chaser, Spread.
I'll let
What
you
are the
know
other ones
I see in
called?
the shop.
Yeah, you read me off item names, I will... Wow, that was a homing shot and a half.
This match will get
Oh, I was almost there again.
and begin.
So that phase, that third phase is the one that kicks my butt. This phase gets me because I get impatient. I'm trying to go for the parries. Yep, there it is again. Went for a parry and immediately got hit.
You gotta get their game in order, man. So buggy, unplayable.
Literally unplayable. Says the guys who play Dark Souls. I wonder if that does splash damage and hits him, or if I'm wasting my attack. If I end up clipping one of those eggs on the big nuke.
Alright. I do have Chaser. See, I thought because it said EX, I thought EX meant special. Long range with below
Nope.
average damage. Invisible dash. Oh, that actually sounds really good. That sounds really good.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Okay, that
Basically, I
was
get
quite
my
painful.
friends. Okay, then there's the spread, and then Schwimmhart.
I just smashed the parry button and missed two parry objects coming at me and got killed by them.
Alright, I bought Smoke Thing and the other thing.
Oh my god, I was going parry fishing in a game where that doesn't exist.
Now that I assume I'm going to a map that doesn't have a use for dash. You can't dash in that.
If you go back to aisles
Yeah.
1, where you just left,
A brawl is
and next to the razor blade, you can see a coin in some trees. It's a bit difficult to pick up, but that's a free coin.
Oh,
There's one hidden in each map. I don't know where the other three are.
thanks for the heads up.
I tried to explain that to you last
Probably.
time, actually. But, I didn't do a very good job of it.
Where's the bird? Oh, I guess I'm here to...
Oh, okay. Good job, me. Flew right into that. Yeah, Smoke Dash makes you invincible while dodging, which if I was confident in parrying, I would use that, but I'm not confident in parrying.
There's another shop over here. I want to know where that.
Oh, sweet. I got that parry. That was a generous window. I love my uncanny ability to look at the thing I'm supposed to be dodging and then go into it.
Oh, the feathers. Gotta dodge the feathers. Okay.
a brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
Okay. Also, thank you for the follow, Fox. I don't have any actual notifications turned on for here, so it requires me to look at things.
It
When does
is out.
Neo come out for PC?
I believe so.
It is out already? Because I remember Bernie
Yeah.
wanted us to check that out.
I'm still fairly interested in it. I doubt I'll have the time for it yet, so it might be one of those things well past.
I mean, we've got a handful of games that we have to go through.
I am just doing a fantastic job.
Like, if we don't check out Destiny until January, that gives it the first round of quality of life fixes, which are coming in December, the first DLC drop in December, and at the rate we play video games, that also gives us the second DLC, which is in the spring. So that would put us right on track for some good time with Destiny if you don't hate the game. Okay. Dodge the things shooting at me.
Nice.
Beat the bird. I just had to, you know... Soul Prince, I think with the refollow. Just had to remember how to play video games. Also, they eat the bird when he's dead.
Can't blame him.
I'm gonna try and figure out where the coin on this island is. You could see the other one, so I'm hoping you can see this one as well.
Which one is this final stage?
The one after this. Just for Camino, my next boss is gonna be the dragon.
Ah,
You can parry the bullets he shoots at you, and it makes them disappear.
it does make sense to do it that way.
Okay. Good job, me.
He's doing much better than last game.
Okay. That was uncalled for. New boss face, please. Nope.
Good day for a swell battle.
I mean, it's possible. I just watched Ray spend the most time out of every single boss on the dragon. Off-screen parry, I'll take it.
This one I parried it at the right time.
A great slam and then some.
Okay. Dragon, once he switches to the fireball stage, if I stay down by his feet, I should be able to...
Final stage, but 1 health left. There's like
Yeah,
zero
that was-
chance of me doing this. Yep. And
Hit
Change fire
button. Yeah, your bumper changes your fire, and it has a lobbing bomb, which works very well in that final stage.
I forgot about that.
That was a hint I knew you read last time, so I was like, I should remind him it exists.
Retry.
Okay. Made out of the first stage of the dragon without taking any damage. And then I immediately walked to my death.
This match will get red.
Oh, I was almost to the last stage of the dragon. Let's play this super safe. Okay, I very quickly forced him to phase 2. But I took 1 damage, so that's not ideal. Oh, he jumped clear over me and I jumped into him. And then I thought about why I got hit and got hit again.
Here goes.
This whole thinking thing is bad. I don't recommend it.
What is thinking?
What was the song that got you through the
Footloose?
dancer boss fight? Footloose? I don't think I ever tried that in Dark Souls. I think I always just kind of threw my head against the wall until I beat the boss. The exception being Nameless.
Using like music?
No, Nameless I used to summon. Every other boss I just threw my head against the wall until it died.
This match will get red hot.
I get to the same spot in that boss fight and die every single time. That's kind of annoying.
Got him! I almost got it without
Oh,
getting
knockout.
hit either. I only got
Just
hit
restart.
once.
You're up.
I think that's what I did
should've
as
gotten
well.
all my parries as well.
Good day for a
How are we supposed to use your super meter on that?
You use the
Oh, I
nukes.
totally forgot about the nukes. I couldn't remember how to use them though. They weren't working
It's
out.
the exact same way.
Maybe when I did hit that button, I didn't have it anymore. It's gotta do that.
A great slam and then some. You're up.
Alright, so this like Coliseum thing is the dragon.
A great slam.
No. That's for another super. The dragon you have to take a shortcut to get to, or though you might have unlocked the path to the dragon.
Here's a
You can walk behind the mountain, behind the birdcage.
go.
you do a parry 4 times in a row, the juggler outside of the dragon gives you a coin. He just said, "Oh,
What?
I heard you did 4 parries in a row. I bet you're proud of yourself. Have a coin." So I recommend finding that balloon and doing some parries. I'd rather have some safe distance here instead of... Oh.
I keep jumping into the fireballs.
A great plan.
They look so nice and toasty.
And begin.
Whoa, okay, there's 2 fireballs. That was cool.
A great plan and stop. Now go.
Hey, if you hold down and jump, you fall through the cloud you're standing on.
Fire guys don't seem to be good. Oh, now this is Yep, okay. Now I don't like the fire guys. Flame Dragon's a good opportunity to use the shotgun.
You're telling me.
Oh wow, that was the final stage already?
Yep, you've made it further than I have.
I'm sure it was beginner's luck, because I'm pretty sure this is going to strike. Oh, that's what got me that time.
Okay, I've now made it to the final stage.
Oh.
Okay. So, my homing shots are going to be the death of me in the final stage because they home on to his fire bubbles, and if you hit the fire bubbles, they
sucks.
break into a 4-directional shot.
Ball is surely brewing. Here goes. Here's a real high-class bout. You're up.
I shouldn't have gotten hit there.
Oh,
I have 1 health going into the second stage of the fight.
man, those things are really good at predicting where you're going to jump.
Here's a real high-class bout. You're up.
I have found they're not really good at predicting where they jump, or we're really good at predicting
Ah,
where they're
man.
jumping.
Those things just get me every time. My best bet is like just taking that dragon out as fast
Yeah.
as possible. Oh, jeez, that was bad. Ah, restart.
Okay, that was shenanigans. Okay, so you want to get right up in his face and use shotgun for the first phase. Second phase,
Ah, I got destroyed in the first phase. Well, I guess technically third phase. I count it all as the same phase until he switches to the other side. I refuse to.
Yeah. It's first phase, and then he rolls out his tongue for second phase, even though there's like more than one phase in there.
I refuse to acknowledge those phases. Oh, jump right into that one.
I'm just gonna restart now. I took 2 hits in the first phase.
Ah, they always jump in the direction I'm going. Every time.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what the... I think I'm actually gonna turn off audio delay. So, originally when we set this up, I tried to match mine and Colin's perfectly. But that
Oh no!
is not doing anyone any favors.
Oh, and that was worse. Oh man, I used my special on accident, and then when it brought me out of it, it just let me drop to the ground.
Okay, that should turn off any sort of audio. That should turn off any sort of delay. Colin's video is still going to be behind him reacting.
Yep.
But that's just the nature of our setup.
We will persevere.
I wish I had a better one.
No! Ow. Oh, the flames. Freaking fire, guys. Fire guys are just too much.
Okay, first
That's
phase
what
is
I
done,
did
no
last
damage
time,
taken.
I just took 3 hits. All in the fire.
Wow, that was... We're not gonna talk about that. I jumped into him, like I dodged mid-air to get into him. Okay, I'm gonna try something different this time. Okay. I'm now doing the same thing you're doing right now. My charm is the you don't take any damage while you dodge.
It did pretty well there for a second.
A brawl is surely brewing. And begin.
I took some hits early on, and I took a couple in the first stage. I wasn't too happy about.
This match will get red hot.
Okay, so one of the tricks I could do with pea sugar I can't do anymore, which is jump into the bottom of things to be parried.
Oh. One hit already, that's coming. Alright, fire stage. Good dodge galore. Oh, that bottom cloud is too close.
Hey, how is your tail still attacking me if you've already left the
We don't
screen?
ask those kinds of questions.
Okay, that dude's hat extends his hitbox.
No!
A brawl is surely brewing.
I got
keep
hit by
getting
his
so
hat.
close to the third stage. Or the final stage, whatever. The last one.
I always get halfway through the
get
fire
right there
stage
at
and
the
die.
end.
Every single time. So, we're decided the dragon's the real final boss?
Man. Although I felt that way about the roller coaster one, to be honest. I'm sure you still feel that way about the roller coaster one. Oh!
I have no clue what you're talking about. That stage doesn't exist.
She's dope.
Hopefully I over-damaged him in this phase.
Oh.
Third stage, no damage. I immediately took 2 damage. Immediately took 3 damage.
This match will get red hot.
Okay.
You're up.
So for some reason, priority on the homing shots goes to his fire bubbles.
A great slam and then some.
Because they will circle around me and go back to the fire bubbles instead of going towards the boss.
Again, I was at that second to last point. I'm always right there by the time I die.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now go.
Ah.
I guess the final stage I'm going to have to run purely on shotgun and dodging in and out.
Really?
I wholeheartedly disagree with that hit.
Oh, well, yeah. Ah, jeez, everything just fell apart.
Good day for us. Well,
I died right at the flag for the start of the third.
Oh man, the double freaking meteor. I don't have a chance.
this match will get red hot. It's on.
Ah! Oh. This dragon is just nuts. Oh. Failed parry.
Okay.
No. This game is breaking me.
Just gonna go to a different boss fight and come back to this one in a minute.
Here's a real high-class bout. It's on.
No. I hit the wrong button. Off-screen parry. Ugh. Oh man, that first dude that marches out, his hitbox is just so high up.
Yep, his hat is part of his hitbox.
Victory!
Okay, I got a new super ability.
It'll work.
Okay, what is my new super ability? I don't know how long that lasts, but temporarily becoming invincible seems like a good idea.
In theory.
I don't know how long the temporary is, though. Did you finish the run and gun where you did all the parrying?
Yeah.
And begin.
Okay, I'm trying to get that achievement for all the parries. Okay, I got the achievement by doing like 18 parries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about 6 seconds of invul.
You're up.
Oh, that was just crappy hitbox luck.
Come on, I just want the coin.
Ah. I dodged when I didn't need to, and ended up still right where that guy was landing. Oh. No!
It's
I
on.
got bamboozled.
Oops, that was not intended. What am I doing? What am I doing? What have I done? Reset. Cat, I don't know why you're staring at me. Cass isn't here. I'm not going to feed you. I mean, I already fed you. But I'm not feeding bonus stuff.
I'm feeling pretty good right now. Which is when all the worst things happen. Feeling pretty good, immediately took 3 hits of damage.
I'm like, oh, I'm doing great. I'll just walk off this cloud into the nothing. Oh, and then get hit by flames.
Into the ether! Camino, that jump was progress in the name of science. Didn't Portal teach you anything?
RNG here. And I'm sure.
Getting that god roll?
Oh, I wasted it. God, you must, like, I think I only needed to sneeze on him to get into that final stage.
Oh, that was shenanigans. That was some aimbot having shenanigans.
No, that was no. That was not the button I meant to.
I've made it to the snacks. Yo, that relish had its way with me. How close was I to the end? I was there. That relish had its way with me. Disappointed.
Alright, I'm on the final stage. I got 2 hits. But now what? I already forgot. How did I die last time? Yep. That seems about right. Oh, and I barely went in there. Man, that
Here goes.
I'm just gonna restart now.
tree is insane.
I'm with you. I'm not entirely sure how to do that final stage.
Feels like it takes so long to get to it, and then all you get is death.
But it's the sweet embrace of
Yes.
death.
That is accurate. Just happy it's over. It's over, man. It's over. I hit the wrong button, man. Oh, and I failed to pay. Oh.
It's on.
Is it? Is it really, game?
Why did they make me game?
You're taking this so much harder than I am. That's the one thing
It
that's
just
keeping me
takes
going.
So long to like. You could be so good at the first several stages of this, and it's still gonna take forever to get to the one that you suck at.
Have you called it quits? Are we finally gonna play on
No.
Crybaby Easy mode?
But I am gonna be a crybaby. Oh.
Should have dodged in any direction besides standing still. That was nonsense.
What am I doing? I was watching you.
You're up.
I hit jump and the character just said stand still.
I have been having a restart left and right.
Murdered by mustard.
Here goes.
There's a
I would like that written on my tombstone.
Now go.
I got hit by the first thing that could hurt me.
Oh dear.
Here goes.
I hate how the pink balloon, if you parry into it,
Yeah.
still just hurts you.
Keep that in your face. Hopefully not. There you go. Get out of here.
Okay, I've got 2 health left to make it through the treats and snacks.
Ah.
I have 1 health left to make it
You
through
can do
treats
it.
and snacks. Ha! Just invincibility through... You can use invincibility to walk through enemies, so I just walked through the final enemy of the level.
I guess that invincibility really would be excellent.
It's about 6 seconds of iframes. I don't know how much it's gonna matter. Maybe on the final phase of 6 seconds of just standing in his face doing
Maybe.
damage.
so close to not taking any damage. Whoa, what the heck was that?
I'm gonna try something. 6 seconds with a shotgun would be a lot of damage. You are correct. Imagine standing on his tongue for 6 seconds in this phase. Also, let's assume my count was off and make it 5, because that sounds more like something a developer would do. 6 seconds sounds so weird. Would you agree?
Oh, yes, I would. Final stage, 1 health. Why not? Still not fully understanding how this boss works. Oh, dude, just things came out of nowhere. How do you...
The fireball?
So you hit the fireballs,
I'm not
and they blow up into bigger ones, right? So,
But they blow up into 4 more shots, yes. I'm not entirely sure,
so I need to, not
the
shoot
scripting for them.
It seems like at that point you need to stop firing and pick your shots.
Here's a real high
Yes.
bout. And begin.
But then again, the telegraphing for when they spawn is also really weird.
I feel like I'm doing more damage with the standard shot.
Okay. Gonna call BS.
A brawl is surely brewing.
Yeah, I'm doing every boss besides the dragon and the roller coaster.
And won't you eventually have to do dragon?
I eventually have to do both of them. Doesn't mean I'm gonna be happy about it.
Man, I hate the shotgun. I'm just gonna say,
Don't you say bad things about the
it
shotgun.
sucks. Originally, I also suck. Oh, wow, you have very little chance to dodge that.
Gonna question that.
I did not.
Did you do
That
the
thing
Jin
was
fight?
So stupid hard.
Here's a real
I almost made it halfway through the Jin fight.
I think you got as far as I ever did.
a great slam and
Okay, I've been hit twice in that first phase because I wasn't paying attention. His hat's not part of his hitbox. I disagree.
a great slam and then some. Now go.
Yeah, if I don't have to worry about the shotgun, I get so many more hits in. Totally should have been a hit. For him.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm on
made
the
it through the maze part
final
without
stage.
taking
I
any
haven't gotten
damage.
hit yet.
I'm at the sarcophagus.
Wow, we just keep shooting that thing. That's cool.
Okay, I've made it past the sarcophagi phase.
How far? Alright, I got a quarter of his health down apparently on the final stage. Should have used a special order.
Oh, okay, this is hilarious. The boss I'm currently fighting is Cuphead.
Oh, sure is. Did I get to that guy last time? Oh, now it is.
That's some funny metagaming right there. Oh, I almost beat him. He was almost dead. I should have just started firing off my special in that final phase, and I didn't.
Right into it. Me.
This match will get red hot. You're up.
I think the bomb does more damage than your standard shot.
Bad timing on my part. Man, bad RNG on these guys. Fire dudes. I'm consistently getting to the third boss, the final stage of this dude now. But man.
Probably because the rate of fire is garbage. It's one of those things where video games like to reward difficulty of use with power in a lot of cases. Unless that game happens to be MechQuest.
What does MechQuest do?
Not reward difficulty of use for power.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I got hit by an invisible object. Or his hitbox extends really far in a wonky direction. Oh! That's what it is. 3D MechQuest.
3D MechQuest? Dude, he wants
Please,
to do
let's
it.
not give Artix any more
He's
bad
wanted
ideas.
to do that one for a long time. Especially ever since MechWarrior
Boss is almost
Online.
dead again.
And begin.
I was gonna say, didn't in one of the game jams you make like a mock 3D
Yeah,
MechQuest?
that was the one I worked on and animated. I still have the animation reel for that
Now go.
on my LZKorin YouTube.
Good day for us. Well done. Now go.
There was, and maybe someone knows the name of this, there was an old Xbox game I played where you basically got to create and customize a mech.
And it wasn't Armored Core.
It might have been Armored Core. I don't know. It's been so long.
This match will get red hot. And begin.
It was a fun game, but very poorly balanced.
Oh! Dang it! How far did I get? Oh, it was right there! Alright, this dude's going down. In a while. Got my parries in, just in case.
I think I might be going too early on that attack and actually wasting damage.
Got me. You.
Nope, never mind. That phase lasted all 6 seconds.
No. Well, there goes my perfect, I guess.
I looked over to see what you were doing.
It's surely brewing.
You died.
You're up.
It makes you feel better. I've done it with you.
I do much better in the flying fights than you.
Oh, man. Womp, womp, I guess.
Womp. Womp. Wow. I went straight into that blade, thinking that was how you dodge. Just so everyone knows, the way you dodge is not by crashing directly into the thing you're hoping to avoid.
Use the face muscles.
Just trying to catch it with my teeth. Okay, let's try and over damage our way in the Cuphead phase. Awesome. If I can get out of the Cuphead phase, that would be amazing.
Final stage, no hits yet. Come on, let this be the one.
Cuphead phase is over. On to the final stage. Just dropped a fat nuke into his face.
Oh, no, give me. Oh, oh.
Just say knockout. Just say knockout game. Jin's dead.
Jump right into a fireball. Just.
And you have one health
Oh,
left.
he's
You can do
not
it.
good thing. Oh no! Ah, how far? Oh, not that far into it. All right. Man, I came into that with all my health.
Yeah, it's...
Congratulations on the gin fight.
Okay. Jimmy the Great. Christ. What a name. I guess that means I'm down to only 2 fights. Well, everyone, it's been nice streaming. This is the last stream on the co-op channel.
Oh, that's bad.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to World 1, because I just bought a new shot, and I'd like to learn how to use it on a boss that's not gonna push my shit in. I'm thinking the potato. Potato seems like a good boss to practice on.
Consistently getting to level 3 or third, whatever stage. Kind of just trying.
Invincibility would be great at the carnival boss. Maybe. Wow. This shot killed the potato in 5 shots. 6 shots, maybe.
I just butchered everything. Is it a special shot or is it just a regular shot? How much is it?
Just the regular shot. It was like 6 shots, but it's you have to charge it up and manually fire. So it's a
little bit of a chore. Yeah, oh, yeah, the invincibility ult would be really good against
But the charge
the,
takes like half a second.
roller coaster. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah.
I get so into this stupid dragon. This dragon is just it's tearing me apart.
So I didn't perfect the carrot because I was busy dicking around. I died to the carrot because I was busy dicking around.
A great slam and
Okay.
then some. And begin.
Now... Yeah, it's 6 shots to kill the potato. That's incredible. Drawback is the special is a point-blank explosion. I feel like I'm using the special wrong. 7 shots. Okay, I think I'm good. Okay.
Just walked right off. Good Lord.
The second time you spelled onion is correct. Though I don't mind the un part for onion.
Yeah. I don't remember asking you for help.
Let's go fight my nemesis, the carnival, with the charge shot and see if that does me any good. And then I'll get my super invincibility and just stand inside of him and use the shotgun.
Here's a
I
real
wholeheartedly disagree with how this fight's going right now.
Now go. Good day for us. Well done.
Oh wow, he dies really quickly if you don't die with him. Yeah, he died super quick.
There we go.
Okay.
This match will get red hot. And begin.
Kitty. No, kitty. My
A great slam and then some.
I need to remember that dodge exists. Didn't jump high enough for that dodge. That's all on me.
Balls are just absolutely insane. Alright, I think cat does need something. What do you need? Come on. Oh, it's right at the end.
Okay, I disagree with that. Wow, he died super quick in that phase.
Yes. Oh.
How close did I get? How close did I get? I was about 3/4 of the way through his last phase.
And begin. A great slam and then stop.
What the heck happened there?
Here's a real high-class bout.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get out of the first phase without taking any damage.
Ugh. Keep trying to get my parries in just in case on this guy.
Okay, did not get out of the first phase without taking any damage, but I got pretty darn close. Second phase is dead instantly. And then I immediately took damage because I'm bad at video games.
Good day for us. Well done. You're up.
So, I understand we're competitors in this, but at the same time, you should really back out of that fight and get the invincibility ult. Because apparently, that and shotgun
Don't I
just
need,
makes for dumb
more
things to
coins?
happen. No, that's just you have to beat the mausoleum.
Here's a real high-class bout. It's on.
Because I'm getting through his balloon phase before the ult is finished.
Fireballs, like, they just launch out so quick. And no, I refuse. I must kill this guy.
I just crashed my game. Wait, did I?
Oh,
Yeah, I just crashed my game.
did you pause it while you died?
No. Too many particles, I guess. It uncrashed, which is
Surely brewing.
great.
Go.
It lagged to 0 frames a second. Okay, first phase done, 0 damage taken. Okay, invincibility gets really upset when you walk through something that's supposed to make you take
No.
damage. Like, the frame rate counter on my game has disappeared.
Frames? What are those? Just like that. Immediately take a hit.
God. He takes so much damage from this, but it's such a risk-reward move, and I hate it, but I love it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Got it! Oh my god.
Oh, were you kidding me? I turned around like last second and it shot my super behind me.
How are you not dead? No! I almost killed him. I almost got him.
A great slam and then stop. And begin.
He was at the final flag.
Good day for us. Well done. It's on.
If I can take this, I'll take the lead in the race. We're tied right now.
Ah!
This match will get red.
Oh man, I was so close.
I need to get rid of, I don't need pea sugar. I can get all these dodges on my own. But if I can get invincibility, that would be... Well, you just gained some time in this race. And you're about to see a pop-up in the corner of your screen to explain why. Or maybe you won't. I don't know what your settings are on Steam. You're right. He hasn't done the mausoleum yet, so I am technically ahead by a level. Unless he's done the both run-in guns in this world. I've only done one of them.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so you have... We are tied.
No, wait, I didn't
Whoever
finish that other
finishes
one.
the next thing is in the
I did
lead.
not complete it. I take it back.
Okay. Then I have one level on you. Also, did not take the upgrade I said I was going to take.
A great slam and then stop. And begin.
Oh, it's so BS when two of them jump like right at the same time.
A brawl is surely brewing. And begin. This match will get red hot.
It takes 5 shots to get rid of him out of the first form. Squid Eye kind of just showed up one day.
Here's a real high-class bout.
We don't question our hentai overlords.
No! Oh man. This fight. This freaking fight. I don't need this. I don't need this in my life.
I thought I still had invincibility going.
A brawl is surely brewing. And begin. A brawl is surely brewing.
Dodge the wrong way.
Here goes. A great slam and then stop. Now go.
Did the Taco Bell emote stick around? Because everyone knows that's the only emote that counts.
Only if you can get fries with that emote.
Do you know how many chats banned the Taco Bell emote?
I'm not surprised. It's building. Okay, I don't need it in my Twitch chat. Okay.
No, people would do walls of the Taco Bell emote.
Understandable.
It actually was spamming. 2 health, final phase. These are the only 3 left. They got rid of the cheese. The taco with cheese.
Oh, why did I do that? Knockout! I got it.
Did you get it?
Knocked out.
You're up.
I was so close.
Oh, we'll try it up again.
Got my 3 parries. I got 5 super meters filled. Still level 2 stars. I got a B. Woo!
This match will get red hot.
I strongly disagree with what just happened right there.
A brawl is surely brewing.
Yo, the Andy emote of Link dying.
A great slam and then stop. Now go. Good day for us. Well done. Here goes.
Should have cooked the auto. Auto parry, I think.
I have 1 health to go through 3 phases of this boss. Strongly disagree with that game. Strongly disagree with that.
Real high-class bout. Here goes.
Got the mausoleum.
A great slam and then stop. It's on. Here's a real high-class bout. Here goes.
Okay. So with that, I should probably.
A brawl is surely brewing. And begin.
You have to do the Jin now.
I just got a bonus coin from some weird looking girl. Yeah, if you
Got a
talk
bonus
to
coin?
her after finding the shortcut, she gives you a coin.
Oh. Cool.
any of the current things available for sale. They all sound bad. Can't access that dude from behind. Giggity. I gotta go all the way to the front. What were these guys looking for? Whoever heard of a barbershop trio? If we can't find our fourth member, we'll never do it again.
Here
Okay,
goes.
so I'm looking for another barbershop guy. I
Good
assume he's
day
in this
for
map
a
somewhere.
well-balanced. It's on.
Okay.
Found him. He is the
Where is he?
the one
So
of
I've
the
never
running
found
gun
him.
levels to the left of it. There's like a little red and white big top. Just walk behind it,
Yeah.
and he's kind of behind the ride close sign. Behind the bush, behind the ride close sign.
Okay, well, I just did a very risky strategy to beat the Charlie horse. Okay, we're all tied up because the carnival just died. And by that I mean I think I won. Because you still have to do the
Yep.
gin.
I'm not looking forward to it.
We'd be all tied up again. The gin was not bad at
I
all.
remember last time. He was rough.
But with my new superpower known as the charge shot, hopefully.
I'm gonna let these guys continue to serenade while I use the pot.
Okay, let's see what this serenading quartet is all about that he was telling us about.
It's nice to rest your eyes and maybe go outside. Grab a book and get some air. So what are you waiting for? Why not take a quick break? Tune the radio. There's chores to do, there's leaves to rake. Strum the old banjo. You can practice your Lindy Hop. And maybe play a song with your barbershop. Why not take a little quick break? Then come back for more. Then come back.
Are we both just listening to Barbershop?
Back for more.
Awesome.
Yep.
I don't think anything happens.
I like how you took a quick break during the song
what it's
titled
called?
Quick Break.
That's even better.
Yes. The song is literally about going and taking a break from playing video games. Like, the opening line is go outside and get some fresh air.
Special.
I think I might use that as my, like, closing song for every stream is just play that.
Pyramid Peril, you say?
Okay. So we have our dodge ability, we have our charge shot ability, we have our invincibility ability.
Died immediately.
You're joking, right?
I forgot about the white screaming head dude.
I think the best opening phase is the swords, but the jewels aren't bad either.
Remembered my nuke. Nuke button.
Okay, here's my dilemma. The invincibility dodge is pretty freaking dope, but I could also buy the super meter continuously fills and try and get multiple invincibilities to just lay into him with. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try for that synergy. And hope the jumping fireballs don't push our poop back in. You focus mode over
I am
there?
in focus mode.
Or you
I
turn your mic off?
apologize.
Okay. Because it's one of those things where occasionally you hit the mute button and don't say anything.
Oh, I don't know what's happening. Is this the final stage or not? Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh. Okay. That was the final stage. I almost beat it. Oh, the cat. Ow. Ow. I'd rather deal with the freaking jewels. That.
Oh wow, he's already dead from that phase. I'm already in the final phase of him.
What weapon are you using? The big boom thing?
I'm using charge shot. Holy crap. That was like a minute, and I'm already halfway through the final phase.
This match will get red hot. Take off.
Let's try that again with less suck. What you were reading where it says X is the what the super is for that shot.
What's the super for a shot?
Yeah, every shot has its own
that's
super.
When you use the super when it's not completely full.
Yeah.
Ah. Man, I was so close to beating this dude already. Go ahead, throw the cats at me.
Okay.
This match will get red hot.
I'm gonna try something super risky. I have my ult ready to go, and I'm gonna try and save it for the final phase. Currently sounds like that is an ill-advised strategy. Yeah, okay, I'm at the final phase. I have my invincibility ready to go. Okay, need to get out. Need to get out. How far did that take me?
Here's a real
Not very. Okay. You want to use invincibility to get to the final phase, not in the final phase.
Got to the end again.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
I always forget ultimate.
good day for us. Well done. And begin.
I feel like I'm grossly overestimating how much damage standing inside of him and using my super does. I feel like I might be better off spamming Barrage. Wow. That aimbot.
Oh, that was a waste of an ult.
A great
Be sure to report that flame.
you're up.
For the aimbot? Yeah, dude, I agree.
A great plan.
Oh, I got bamboozled hard.
Go.
Yeah, dude, the Jin's not that hard. I don't know why you were stressing out over it last time. Maybe that carnival just put you on edge.
Knockout. Got him. Got a B. Good cat. I believe I am technically in the lead. And if I can get...
Yes, because you've beaten the dragon, which is...
Okay, well, I
No,
gotta
you're
do
in the
this
lead, not technically.
Run and gun now. Hate myself for it.
God. I just needlessly took damage.
Oh no. God, I don't have the auto parry, so I think I prefer it not having it on this one. So I don't accidentally hit the cards.
Going all or nothing. Knockout, got it.
Alright, so now it all comes down to this
Uh,
run and gun. Because you didn't do this one, right?
We were... we were just dissing the value of the invincibility ult, and I just went, I'm gonna stand inside the boss and use my shotgun now. And got the knockout. Run and gun is not necessary, by the way. You can advance to the next world without it. But if we want to do run and gun, I will switch to my run and gun setup, and we will do the run and gun together. Yeah, no, that was not legit at all. That was absolutely a YOLO.
Yeah, but I was so
Did you just
close.
die to a bwah?
I took a lot of damage with the blah. It's easier without the auto parry.
Bwah! I'm not using auto
probably
parry. I'm
a lot
using
better
dodge.
off, 'cause I just had a much easier time.
If anything, I'm having a much easier time due to using Chaser. Oh, man.
Nope. Ah.
I found a really easy way to deal with the tubas, that I basically avoid all damage.
Man.
Bravo!
Unbelievable. Alright, you're back
Done.
in the lead. Unbelievable.
One try, didn't even die. Dude, Chaser is OP, I'm telling you.
Ah.
Got all 5 coins, that's all I care about. Skill level 1. I'll take it. I'll take the absolute suckage that was you get a 1 for just using homing shot the entire time. We back in this, fam. We back in this.
I'm Mr. King Dice. I'm the gamest in the land. I never play nice. I'm the devil's right-hand man. I can't let you pass, 'cause you ain't done everything. Bring me those contracts, come on, bring them to the king. If you haven't finished your task, haven't worked assiduously, no, I cannot let you pass. Don't you mess with me. Don't mess with King Dice. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with King Dice. Don't mess with me. I'm Mr. King Dice. He just what I say. The devil has his price, and I'll make sure you pay. I don't have time to mess around, and I hope you will agree.
Oh,
Bring
unbelievable.
me those contracts pronto. Don't you mess with me. Don't mess with King Dice. Don't mess with me. Don't
By the way, it's completely on your screen right now. There's nothing else. We're listening to some smooth jazz.
Hate and depression.
Okay. I don't even know if King Dice's music is jazz. If those two finks try anything, I'll be waiting. There's a second wall that you need to beat to finish the game.
Attacking it.
To finish the level, my bad.
Oh, jeez. Luck of the draw there is just not good.
Okay. Let's start with this level, because this level's pretty dope.
Here's a real high
It's got a shoop-de-whoop in it.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now go.
Hey, Colin, do you remember shoop-de-whoop?
The song?
I'm a fire on my laser.
Well, the one I remember is the song. It was not great. And yet, it was everywhere. Better suited for shotgun.
Oh, that is not what I wanted to do.
So smooth, shotgun.
Okay.
A great slam and then some. Here goes.
The devil? I understand that's not something you can really say in this game, due to having to actually fight the devil at some point.
Here's a real high-class bout.
Okay, I need to go back to the world map and change up what my
no.
abilities are.
Oh my god, I got stuck under a platform.
So, if you make it to World 3, when you're doing the pirate, I would recommend going back to auto parry. Because the fight is apparently very heavy in the parry department.
Is surely brewing. Here goes.
Wow, you can kill the octopus he sends at you. That's amazing. Knockout. Got it. God, this charge shot invincibility combo is so good.
I even beat it! I beat the stupid thing!
Oh! Oh, that was heartbreaking to watch.
Aw.
Oh my god. That was heartbreaking. God, now I know how it feels to be me. If I remember this boss fight from something I totally didn't see before this, my charge shot combo ain't gonna be worth anything. Because this is a whole lot of everything going on in this boss fight, and probably be better just to be constantly shooting. I'm stranding in the honey and drowning. Stop it. I bet you I can still use mine. I watched a stream. He's completely blind.
Yeah, I have not touched this game. Except for last week. No, I just messed up.
This is the first week we made it to aisle 2. God, it was foolish of me to ever question charge shot. Okay, dead. You can say tips and tricks, and then we'll proceed to misuse them like we do in every game.
We're gonna be able to do it.
Don't overestimate our ability in any capacity.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm just go over that one. Alright. Screw it, move that. Dash through the open mouths of the wall. Oh. I'm gonna give that a go, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely try and give him more of your tips than me, because I'm in the lead right now.
Well, I took the hit, but I'm through it. I'll take it. I probably would have taken a hit anyway.
Good day for us. Well,
Oh, I was almost done that boss fight.
you're up.
I should have played a little bit more aggressively.
This match will get red hot. Now go.
Dang it. Oh, I'm making that same mistake.
Takes 5 shots to get out of that phase.
Getting hit. Getting hit. Reduces your HP. Try not to do that.
I did not know getting hit reduced your HP. Thank you for telling me that, game. Oh, wow. That's why I'm losing. Gotcha. Good advice. Thank you. Okay, I shouldn't have gotten hit on that last one, but I'm bad at video games.
Oh.
Wow, I apparently super damaged her because she went into the final phase with no health left.
Now go.
Again, don't even know if that's a real thing you can do, but I like to say it. I like to say you can overdamage bosses in their phases. Oh god, she's forming the Triforce inside of me. Stop that. Stop auto-parrying. Start paying attention to the boss fight, you idiot.
And begin. A great slam and then some. And begin.
Oh, I shouldn't have gotten hit by that, but I'm just... Oh, they exist off screen. That's cool. Good to know.
I did it. I did it.
This match will get red hot.
I'd believe it.
Now go.
Charge Shot has some really fun things you can do with using Charge Shot and special abilities at the same time.
Thank you. Feels good.
God, I hate how the things exist above the map.
We'll try out this charge shot.
This match will get red
It
hot.
really slows down your rate of fire, but it's super fun. Like, that's how I was able to rinse through the dragon. Book the dragon, by the way. Oh, I thought I had a platform to jump on there. I did not.
Here's a real high-class
Just
bout.
let me restart now.
Now go.
Enjoy your jazz music.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now go.
So which one did you do? The big building?
Yeah, I've already done the boat.
You're in the big building now.
Yeah. Boat I thought was really easy. Good use of invincibility. There's nothing on screen right now.
How long does charge shot take to charge up? Whenever it becomes a circle, it's ready?
Not too long. Yeah, when it's a circle, it's fully charged. Oh, I missed my platform.
This match will get
Oh, she was almost dead too. I was about to drop both of my super hits on her.
What is that? Oh, I'm using the invincibility. Stupid. Oh! Now I see the
God.
fire and charging my laser. I was all the way at the end.
Yeah, now you see Shoop to Whoop. Let's try this combo of Special 1 and Charge Shot. I found the Pirate really easy, but that means nothing.
Oh, I guess I just got shot by the thing.
This match will get red hot. It's on. This match will get red
Let me restart that, because I completely messed up my movement there.
Ooh, I should have done it. Oh, I'm supposed to hit his uvula? Dang it. I was aiming for his eyes the whole time, realizing it didn't do any damage. Oh, excuse me. Oh. No bueno. It's like once I get that first hit, I get the rest of the hits. What?
Knockout, got it.
This thing is so inconsistent with what it chooses when it whistles.
If you, like, dash, it cancels the charge. If you parry, it cancels the charge.
When the bad guy whistles, like, oh, the ink doesn't hurt.
I think, like, nope, it messes with your screen, and if you shoot a charge shot into the squid, it dies. I'm sure I am 100% positive I misused that tip about charge shot. I thank you anyway, because it's pretty neat to know that you can do that much damage. I'm assuming you get the knockout while she's turning into the plane. Or if by before the plane form, you mean, like, she still hasn't finished the previous phase 2 plane form. Let's get the invincibility back. Let's get coffee back. Because I'd love to have invincibility to walk through if I have a boss at the end of this level. Okay.
You're up.
This is gonna be fun.
Knockout. I almost got it perfect, too. You said you beat the beat?
Yeah.
Not looking good, sports fans. Approaching midnight. I am one boss behind.
Okay. I'm an idiot.
You're up. Now go.
Okay, I'm really an idiot. Let me not do that
Okay.
ever again.
You're up.
What an interesting strategy. Make sure to be standing inside of the
Yes.
enemy when your iframes run out.
That sounds like yeah. Who
They'll
won?
never expect that.
Ugh. I'm learning to not like this boss.
I didn't mind the B-boss.
Ooh.
It's a baby dragon! Someone go find me Time Wizard. Found baby dragon.
I'm already dying here.
Camino said something about Extra Life. Extra Life is happening soon. Extra Life is cool. Be sure to check that out tomorrow if you have free time. I think they'll be streaming on the Rooster Teeth channel, and I'll make sure to set all of my channels to host them if that is the case.
Oh, that did not dodge the correct direction. This is bad. Yep, that's bad.
Oh my god. My pinky knuckle is not happy with me right now. Good night, Camino, and I will be doing my part to, spread the word. Because I'll be at work for basically the entirety of it. Good job, Adam. You suck. How can you be at work for the entirety of a 24-hour live stream, you ask?
Man,
Because work's awful.
this triangle just spawns directly on you every time. Ugh.
Yeah, the triangle was the bane
It's
of
like
my
as soon as
existence.
you think you're done dodging the first one, after it already hit you, the next one spawns right on top of you and hits you.
I work an 8-hour shift. I do not work anything like god awful, but I'm still gonna complain about it.
And begin.
I got a doctor's appointment on Tuesday. I'm off Sunday. You know, this game's kind of growing on me. In a Stockholm-y kind of way. I can feel it whispering in my ear that everyone hates me and I'm better off gone.
I don't know what that's gonna do, but it's gonna hurt, I bet.
Here goes.
And they're not gonna despawn when she dies, apparently. Yeah, that was bad. Now she's the airplane. What does that mean? Oh! It means bad news is what that means.
Were there bears?
Oh, jeez, I can't. It is too hard to figure out
Oh,
how
jeez.
to use the charge while aiming at a downward angle.
So I didn't do that.
It just seems like it's so easy
I switched to the shotgun for that phase.
to hit her that way, and man, it's just not.
When she's in the final phase, I use shotgun and I use the charge special, which is just right in front of you, a heavy blast.
Oh my goodness. Alright, I think I'm just gonna aim to kill this chick and then call it a night.
That's just pitiful. The doors in the run and gun, if you just look at them with the shotgun, they die. Okay, more advice coming in for you. Let me get to a safe spot where I know there's no enemies spawning. Charge shot against B-Boss final form. Try jumping when charged, press down and release midair.
It'll
So-
automatically shoot downward.
When you go to jump, just hold down, and it changes your aim. That's actually pretty intuitive.
You know what would help? Is if I don't just walk into the molten honey. Oh.
I still have 1 health for this section. How did I miss that jump? Why am I so bad at video games?
Where'd I go? Oh.
You're up. Here goes.
So, Z-Man, with all the helpful hints and tips, what is your relation to this game?
Oh.
Observer, runner, person who just plays it a lot, like in the old days of video games?
So close. It just felt like my shot was never charging up. Random cone pops up out of nowhere. What the heck was that? Ow.
Aspiring speedrunner, gotcha. I know that feeling. Me with Kingdom Hearts. I need to learn the new route. I still know a really old route for Kingdom Hearts, and I need to not do that.
Not leave me alone.
What I was trying to say was tips, tricks, and more, and I couldn't figure out what the stupid line was. I feel really bad about that one. You know what? I'm fine with that damage.
Oh,
Not fine with that one, though. I was at the
was
end of the
almost
level,
done, too.
and I suck, and I
the
should
fist,
feel bad.
Like, just looked like it was going straight, and then last second's like, oh wait, I'm homing.
Now go.
Ah.
Yeah. I can't wait to get back to my home realm of
Ugh.
Hand of Fate.
I just. I hate games.
You sound like me from last time. It's so easy to get defeated. Just remember, on Monday you're not allowed to hate games anymore.
Why not? Oh, whatever. Man.
Because you work on them on Monday.
I gotta pay attention to that game I work on. Everyone's always so shocked. Wait a minute, don't you like working on these games?
That you know
I just
nothing
feel
about
like
it?
If you're working on a game, you should be super passionate about it.
I feel like you should know what's going on in the game you work on, but I know you don't.
Someone was asking me the other day, like, do you know how many of this quests are in here? And I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, I understand the release you're talking about, but...
Korin is the animator for Adventure Quest 3D. I know Korin from being an underling of his wife in Epic Duel.
Oh, jeez, that was worst freaking luck here. I was holding out hope. Holding out hope that I had enough invincibility to hit this chick.
My hot take on Adventure Quest 3D is a game that sells solely on nostalgia for the previous releases.
Described all of the games.
I feel like this one hits harder than the others. Even though I'm fully aware that Adventure Quest Worlds has a release that is just, hey, these are all the other games we've made.
You're up.
That is my take on one of the releases, and I'm gonna stick to it.
Man, this triangle is the worst thing ever made. It's just... It is impossible to dodge.
Don't you just hate shapes? God, man, I feel these shapes are the worst. It's so easy to be the smug asshole when you're in the lead. Every game needs a villain.
Arrgh.
Oh my god, that hits just to the T of some of the people that have come into the animation streams he's done in the past. Oh my god, that's so good. When you're not feeling salty, you should read that comment.
Check it out. Oh. I'm checking it out in a second because I am totally done. Enter the triangle, I'm sure. Yep, there it is. Oh!
You can do it.
Exposure, maybe. Oh my goodness.
Tell me that is not to a T some
Oh,
of the
man,
comments you
so
had
many.
walk into your chat.
We have exposure. Like, as us artists, we've got plenty of exposure. If anything, it's more whether or not it's an opportunity to learn something new. Which in most cases it's not, unfortunately. But I also just do not have a ton of time.
Otherwise, you'd be helping me with my malformed idea, or I'd be helping you with your malformed idea. I don't know whose is still going on at this moment. Because I think we both have half-started ideas for games at the exact
an entire
moment.
drive full of game concepts that are like almost made to be okay. Like as far as like just a fun prototype and purely a prototype, and that's all it'll be.
Camino came back just to say, or you could help me with mine, this amazing game called Imp Duel.
Oh, and Duel.
Oh my god.
Do headshots get bonus damage?
I doubt it.
I've got like a Moglin Punter demo that I made.
Yo, isn't Moglin Punter like its own thing, actually?
Like an actual game that we have.
You're up.
No, like, it's a thing that exists within
yeah, I think they made a
AQW.
version of it in AQW.
Like, it comes out for
Oh,
every Super Bowl.
That I don't know. But I was making it, as I programmed it, I was making it more like this old Flash game called the Naka Crash.
It's on.
Would have been pretty big back in like 2004.
Yo, or you can not play any of those lame games and play Toss the Turtle.
How about that old Flash game Spank the Monkey? With the creepily 3D looking hand that you use to smack it with.
Yo, dude, Toss the Turtle is a legitimately, like... I think to this day it's one of the highest rated games on Newgrounds. It's from that era of, like, Kitty Cannon and whatnot.
I can't believe I didn't take hits on that.
Now go.
I remember that game on Ebo Games, 100%. I do remember that. And the hidden level. Isn't Battlefruit now on Ebo Games? Someone confirm that for me.
Oh, are you kidding me? I gotta be like right at the end. I'm practically humping the flagpole. Hitting all the wrong buttons again. Don't mind me.
Game where you are the villain. There's a Deddy game. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Probably not.
Game where you play.
There's Undead Assault, which is a criminally bad game. Does that count as playing as the villain?
I think of the game. Oversoul, maybe? Did you play as a villain in Oversoul?
I'm gonna stick to Undead Assault because it's criminally bad. I genuinely feel for the team behind Undead Assault. because they were, if our memory serves, they were given like no
Basically, me and
resources.
Joe.
Like I
And
said,
was
no resources.
Constantly expected to continue AQ3D stuff in the process.
I'm gonna rest my hand for a second because my knuckles are. Okay, what do you do for a living? Because no one here is gonna play the exposure card because we either all work with or are friends with professionals. It's a stupid card. It's so bad.
Hooray.
Yo, you did it! I'm still resting my hands, and we're now tied. Oh my god, no. I can't be resting my hands, we're tied.
B minus.
Okay.
Yeah, this is probably a good
it's
point
midnight.
to quit.
Yo, we're making pretty good time. We're doing like a world, a stream.
I mean, this time we both at least beat one guy from the second world. We beat two of them, so yeah, we're doing pretty good.
Well, we also started, well, one of us started ahead, and we have swap, if I finish this level in this go, we have swapped positions.
Freelance art, graphic design, video production. Most of what he does these days is portrait commissions and video editing.
I will pretend I heard what you said,
No problem.
and I will read it again in a second.
Totally get it.
I beat the
Dang,
level!
You are officially ahead then.
Stick quest. Okay, so, leads have swapped. It's still a one-man lead. Speaking of paying people an exposure, next paycheck, I need to hit up Bernie and go through his Inktober stuff, because I meant to do that last paycheck,
No.
and then I started to pay all my bills.
I know that feeling.
I even sent out a tweet going, I have now spent more money than I earned in my last paycheck. Thankfully, it's not due until... The first one's on the 18th, and then they're all in the 20s. I'm sure people have died from getting
It's just
paid,
too much
but...
money. I can't handle it.
Q. Okay. Let me see what the next level I'd be doing is. I think it's a flight level.
You were just on.
Yeah, this is true. If they don't have the money to pay, they probably don't have a crowd to... I think the entire premise of... I'm just seeing what's in the shop. I think the entire premise of The Division is people dying from getting paid. That's a very specific example. I think I'm on the last two items to buy. Where would the hidden coin in World 2 be, so we can go grab that, if you happen to know where that is, Z?
Yep, have a good night.
Good night, Camino. I'd like to grab Colin and I that hidden coin. Just so we... There's an achievement for getting all 4 of them. Or there's an achievement for each of them. I don't remember what it is. There's one behind the trailer southwest of the second dye house. Okay. Thank you, sir. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Nope.
Unlike the first one, you can't see that one at all.
That's what I was looking for the whole time. Anything yellow.
I'm going to do some wall sniffing and see if I can find the one on the third island.
Well, if I'm judging it based on that one, it's probably...
The first one was sort of near the die door, but not really. It was kind of in the middle of the island, actually.
Oh, I found it.
Nope. Okay, I see where you got it. I'm stuck. Help. Cuphead's a law-abiding citizen. Those two striped roadblocks next to the hotel, which a normal person would just walk past.
Reminds me of that gif from one of the Pokemon DS games where they're like, sorry, you can't pass through here, the power's out. And then one of the random NPCs just walked right past them.
So, the mast that's sunk next to the caution sign is a flying fight, if I remember correctly. I mean, I don't know for sure. So you've got the junkyard, which is roughly where you're at right now, is you're fighting a giant robot. And the mast next to the coin is you're fighting Medusa.
Fair enough.
And then there's a house that I don't remember what the house is. Oh, and then there's the mausoleum. Okay, cool. So, let me look at the schedule for next week.
Feel like something's happening next week.
I'm off on Saturday, so I should be good to go next week. Though it'd be a late start due to
I'll have something happening.
work until
Saturday
9.
morning,
That's
so yeah.
probably not going to do it then.
if I
Okay,
do,
that's fine.
It's going to be like an early night type thing.
I mean, I'd get
Alright.
home late, so if you got to go to
Sounds
bed
good.
early, best just not do it. So that'll be no co-op for next week. Which, I mean, it's one of those things that's really hard to line up co-op,
Yep.
so I'm surprised we do it as often as we do. But if you want to check out either at LZKorin or at Adam_OA on Twitter, we'll be able to tell you whenever co-ops go live. They always happen on Fridays. Or if you drop a follow, that'll tell you when we go live as well. Friday night, sometime between 9 and 10 Eastern Standard Time is when we go live.
And we goof off. And we die.
And at the rate we're going, we will finish Cuphead by the time you said you'd have time to start
That'll
Destiny.
be perfect.
Right, perfectly. We'll probably be done this in 2 more sittings, so skipping next week. You gonna be in town for Thanksgiving?
Out of town the first half of the week. I should be back from like Wednesday night on.
Okay. I didn't know if you were going out of town or not, but yeah, so we might be doing it. Theoretically, the fastest we would be done this game would be December 1st.
That should be fun.
There's something I really want to make for this channel, and I'll run it by you after the stream. I'll send you some video links to a reference, because it seems like it's something to be really quick to make. But I could be crazy, and I want an expert opinion. So, good night, everyone. We'll see you in 2 weeks. We might throw a surprise one in there if we get really bored sometime in the middle of the week.
Yep.
Who knows? Or we might be streaming our own thing. Probably not you though, because you have been really secretive on the work lately.
It's too tough for me. Not until my kid's in daycare. So we'll see. Anywho,
I think you got to finish potty training before then, don't you?
doing really well. It's working out.
As long as daycare doesn't have nap
I
time.
don't think they do.
What a shame. Nap time is the best.
Good night, everybody.
Okay, good night, everyone.